Hi, Christine Skarbek here. Glad to meet you. When people ask me what my memoir, Confronting Power and Chaos, is about, I usually tell them this. It begins with what might have been an ordinary hitchhiking car ride in Germany. At that time, I, a 20-year-old naive kid from the Galesburg, Illinois cornfield, had no idea that one strange encounter would uncover a connection to a distant cousin, one of the most decorated couriers of World War II, or that learning about that legacy would slowly change the way I understood my own life. But this memoir isn't just about history, it's about survival. For over a decade, I was raising four chronically ill children as a single mother while fighting battles on every front imaginable: doctors, schools, bureaucracies, financial pressures, isolation, and at times people in positions of power who seemed determined to silence or intimidate me rather than help me. There were moments when life became so bizarre and unsettling that honestly, if I had read it in a novel, I might not have believed it myself. Encounters with powerful institutions, political figures, strange visitors showing up uninvited into my home, situations that made me question who was watching, who was listening, and why. And through it all, I kept going because when you're fighting for your children, quitting simply is not an option. What surprised me most while writing this memoir was realizing how much the discovery of that distant family legacy affected me. Learning about someone who carried messages throughout occupied Europe under unimaginable danger and saved countless American soldiers' lives and some of her British SOE colleagues forced me to ask myself a difficult question. What does courage actually look like in ordinary life? Most of us are never called to become wartime heroes, but we are called to endure chaos, confront authority, survive setbacks, and keep moving forward when life becomes overwhelming. That ultimately is what this story is about. Not perfection, not triumph, but persistence, or resilience, if you will, and the stubborn refusal to surrender to your own fear, even when the world would very much prefer that you do. As I always taught my children to say, up the rebels. That's my memoir, Confronting Power and Chaos, the uncharted kaleidoscope of my life. I heartily recommend you check it out on www.indeliblebooks.com, where you can also find fabulous fiction by other authors. These are novelists who write enchanting or thrilling tales that have remarkably a common theme. Their protagonists all find themselves doing the sort of thing I did, confronting power and a certain amount of chaos. If you love to read books that you simply can't put down, no matter the genre, you will want to check it out, folks. Indelible-books.com. Many thank yous, and have a happy, and as I always say, up the rebels.